division.
Once again,
You're very much
clerics,
welcome,
politicians, and other special
we
guests
have
are gathered as the Catholic Men's Guild of the Church of Assumption, Falomo, holds its annual conference in Lagos. The theme, Politics and Governance, Where Do We Draw the Line?, is well captured as the keynote speaker, Reverend Father Anthony Akinwale, in his lecture first points out the difference between politics and brigandage.
What we see in Nigeria today and in our world is what obtains where and when by way of a monstrous misconception of politics. Textbook Machiavellianism is elevated and presented as politics to a largely gullible populace.
The distinguished scholar and theologian goes ahead to give counsel on the right path Nigerians should follow in order to make the country a better place.
The task before us is not to draw a line between politics and governance, but to understand that where words are properly used, you cannot say you have one while the other is absent. You know, somebody once joked, he said, the English language was born in England.
This year's conference equally brings notable Nigerians, including former Minister of Transport, Rotimi Amechi, and Senator Ben Bruce, who shared their thoughts on community policing and leadership.
Let us assume there's community policing, and that community had 1,000 policemen, that means 1,000 guns. The implication is that once they hear there's a kidnapper, 1,000 men are coming out with 1,000. It must be a community of madness. So you can sleep well. Once that community policing, and that other group knows that if you come in, and they cannot have 1,000 men, don't forget.
I can't have a conversation with you if all you do is tell me what happened 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Now, if you want to excite me, tell me what's going to happen tomorrow, next week, next year. Then you got my attention.
The Guild uses the annual conference to facilitate deliberations on the Nigerian nation, good governance, and repositioning the country for the better tomorrow. The Catholic Archbishop of Lagos, Most Reverend Dr. Alfred Adewale Martins, who graced the occasion, says there is a need for Nigerian leadership to take a relook at the structure of the country.
And the fears that are being generated by different sectors of this nation obviously can be addressed in such a way that our nation can be what it truly says it is by constitution, a federation.
This year's conference, like previous editions, have looked at how best to enthrone good leadership in Nigeria, and it is the hope that submissions made here will get to the right places and reshape policies to the betterment of the everyday Nigerian.